Welcome back to Planter Garden TV, or welcome to Planter Garden TV. How you guys doing today? Alright guys, today is a garden tour. I'm going to be giving a garden tour today, and I'm also going to do a little harvest. So right here is where I have my grapes. This is my grapes growing here. I rewrote this grape plant, and I'm just hoping that this year I'm gonna definitely get some grapes from it. I'm just hoping. You see all under there? You notice some of them is drying. I don't know the reason for that. I'm just hoping that this year it can hold on, because it was up in the tree and every year it produces a bunch of grapes like this, and then it lose everything. So now I rerun it. I'm hoping that this year I can have some grapes. Okay, so over here guys, as you see, we have, this is watermelon growing up right here, very small, and we also have different type of squash in this area. Some of them I can't remember their name because it's so much, but as we can see, we start seeing flowers growing up here, and we see flowers, and they're coming along pretty well. In this little area here, I have some squash that I direct sow. I direct sow squash in this area as well. So in this area, you're gonna be seeing a lot of squash growing up in this area. Well, here we go. This is my apple tree. I really purchased it this year. It ain't giving no bloom, but I hope next year I can see something different. Over here is some squash that I now transplant, and you could see that they have life in them. You could see that they already start growing. They have life in them. In this area, we have squash growing in this area. And what I'm seeing young squash coming up right at this moment. So yes, they has pollinated, and once they pollinated, that's a wonderful thing. You see, you start seeing squash. Over here, you start seeing squash and the beautiful flowers. Look how bright the flowers looking. Oh yes, so we have squash. Start pushing out squash already. Look, we have two nice beautiful ones coming up. No, more than two, you see? Wow, they look beautiful. And all over here we have squash growing up over here. In this area we have cucumber. And what I'm seeing that it start pushing out cucumber already. If you see right here, that's cucumber. If you see over there, you see cucumber start growing. So yes, it's a wonderful thing. Production in the garden. All this is squash. This is an Italian squash. This is a long squash that can grow at least 4 feet in length. This whole area here. All right. Over here we have squash and we have cucumber there as well. In this area, we have squash growing up in this area. Over here, as you can see, we have edos. There's a lot more edos gonna be sprouting up in this area, but right now, this is what's going on. This is what's sprouted so far. As you see, this is pokeweed. We also have pokeweed, and you see the pokeweed also start pushing out the flowers. So soon they're gonna be pushing out their fruits. Okay, this is more pokeweeds right here. So in this area we have all different kind of stuff. We have collard greens, some small collard greens coming up. We have a pear tree right here. Okay. In this area, we have a lot of edibles will be growing up in this area as well. But you know, the weather now changing, so they now start coming up. But in this whole area here, you're gonna be seeing a lot of edibles. Over here, we have cabbage, we have kale coming up, we have broccoli coming up. Yes, we have broccoli coming up over here. These broccoli, I'm gonna pull them up. I'm gonna pull up these broccoli. And I'm gonna plant something else in this area. Yeah, in this area, I'm not gonna keep them here no more to waste time. Once they don't produce, they don't do much after that. If you look, you naturally see the cabbage them folding. Oh yes. Let me take this broccoli here as well. Yes, all these broccoli need to get rid of and plant something else. In this area here below again, as you see an edibles growing up in this area. So let's go over here. We have blueberry, and our blueberry is doing wonderful. It have blueberry everywhere. Oh man, I'm hoping that this year I can get, oh man, look how much up inside there, guys. Look how much up inside there. Ooh, this thing is producing. I think I gotta get a net for this, because them birds just really eat them off, and I want them to eat some, but I want them to leave some for me as well. Over here again, we have more edibles growing up. As you can see, edibles and them doing pretty well. As you can see, oh man, these edibles looking wonderful. And in this area, we have more grapes. More grapes growing up here. And the grapes is producing as well. I'm not sure if you can see, but yes, they're producing as well. All right. Right in this area here, I have my banana tree. And what I noticed the banana is pushing out small one. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6 banana. This banana is pushing out. This one is the mother. This one is the mother, and that one dried down from the frost last year. The frost really beat it bad. We get some cool weather and it dried down. It pushed up this one in the spring, and at the same time, look how much babies it have growing up at the same time. So yes, all right, let's go up here, guys. In this container I have my potato. I have to transplant these potatoes, so I'm just doing what I can do for now. This here is a line of edibles. And in this area here, we have Tanya. This is Tanya, this is Tanya, this is Tanya. Going all the way up this Tanya. This is my cherry tree. In this area, we have garlic growing up here, as you can see. And I also make a harvest of garlic. That's my garlic that I harvest today. In this area, we have ginger, we have corn, we have tomatoes. As you can see, the tomatoes them is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And in this area, we have some nice cabbage growing up here. Over here is a kind of bushy. But we have garlic, we have some red beans growing up there, we have celery, we have beans growing up over here, and we soon make this harvest for these. We have sisho growing up here. We also have elderberry growing. These are my elderberry growing up in here, really beautiful. Look at the beauty of these elderberry. The beauty of these elderberry. Okay. All right, so let's keep going. This is celery. All this is celery growing up here. In this area, we have red beans growing up here. We have onions. All this is onion. This is Egyptian walking onion. This is onions growing up right here. As we can see, we have ginger. All them is ginger. You could see the ginger now start growing up. We have mint, we have asparagus, we have ginger, we have bee balm, we have lamb ears, we have lavender, and look what's going on up in this area, guys. So what we're gonna do in this area, guys, this is shisho. So what we're going to do with these shisho, we're going to harvest. We're going to harvest shisho. These are young leaves, so oh yes. These are not the old macho leaf. So once you break them like this, they're gonna come right back. They're gonna come right back. Okay guys, nice bunch of shisho leaf. Alright, let me take them over here. These are tanyas, these are peppers, these are mustard greens, peppers. Onion, this is broccoli. All this broccoli is definitely ready to get pulled up and replant with different things. You don't want to hold them up, make they hold up the space in your garden. Okay, so let me put these over here and let's continue with our harvest. With our toe. Harvest so much is like every day is harvest day. So alright. So as you see going on in here, you see kale, you see chocolate mint. Now harvest them a few days ago is like you ain't harvest anything. Okay, all you seeing is this is collard greens. This is collard greens growing up here as well. This is burdock. That's burdock. This is tomato, edos. All this area is shisho and edos. Garden is really bushy, guys, but just excuse me. These broccoli need to harvest, because if you don't harvest them, they're gonna grow out. As you can see, they already start growing out. So I'm harvesting all of them. Okay. So yes guys, this is what's going on. We have seeds, squash seeds set here. Up here we have edos growing again, as you can see, and we have squash seed. So yes guys, thank you guys again. As you can see, we have edos over here again. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe and share.